Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
That flag is going up this pole today on Go Island. It's all in recognition and acknowledgement of Big Brothers, Big Sisters. On today's show, the lure of the labyrinth and a gathering in Parksville, exploring the province's first park and extreme air on a road trip to Richmond. That and more in the next 30 minutes.
Good day. We're here to proclaim Big Brothers Big Sisters Month, September 2013. Whereas Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Vancouver Island plays an integral part in creating positive role models for the children in the city of Nanaimo, and whereas for over 40 years they've made it a priority to provide excellent mentors for children regardless of gender, race, or religion, whereas there is quantifiable proof that mentorship increases school attendance, self-esteem, and achievement in our children, and whereas they have given the citizens of Nanaimo the opportunity to share their skills, leadership, and love, and whereas they understand that it takes a whole community to raise a child, but a whole child can raise a community, and whereas they rely on the generosity of donors and volunteers to help them achieve their goals. Now, therefore, I, Bill McKay, Acting Mayor of the City of Nanaimo, do hereby proclaim that the month of September 2013 shall be known as Big Brothers Big Sisters Month in the City of Nanaimo. Look at that.
We're going to find out more about Big Brothers, Big Sisters in the Central Vancouver Island region later on this edition of Go Island. But first, labyrinths mean different things to different people. For one Nanaimo woman, they were an incredible source of strength as she overcame some challenging times in her life. I had the honor of spending some time recently with Carol Matthews. And that was, of course, a very quick look at labyrinths. Carol is one of the keynote speakers at the annual gathering of the Labyrinth Society that is coming to Canada for the first time. It's running until September the 22nd in Parksville, and there's a big opening ceremony taking place at the new labyrinth at the Parksville Community Park on Friday, September the 20th. That goes at 1 o'clock. They're expecting about 200 people in attendance for that. And for full details on the gathering and all of the happenings that you can participate in, you can visit labyrinthsociety.org. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Denise Robinson is the Executive Director with Big Brothers Big Sisters Central Vancouver Island, an organization that is doing fabulous things in this community. What is the role of Big Brothers Big Sisters?
The role of Big Brothers Big Sisters is to provide a one-on-one mentoring program. We are the largest, oldest one-to-one mentoring program in Canada, celebrating 100 years this year in Canada and 43 years in Central Vancouver Island.
Wow, congratulations. Yeah. And the idea is to match a kid who doesn't have siblings with a grown-up mentor or someone closer to their own age? How does that work?
Well, we identify a need with the child, so a lot of the children that get referred to our program are being raised by lone parents. You know, as well as there may be other issues where, you know, maybe the parents passed away or there's been a recent divorce. They're being bullied or are being the bully. And so, you know, they don't have severe behavior problems, the kids referred to the program. They're just in need of a positive role model, someone to spend time with them once a week. For our community program, Big Brother Big Sister program, we require a 1-year commitment for our volunteers for 4 hours a week, 2 to 4 hours a week. We are flexible to the needs of all of our volunteers. And then for our in-school mentoring program, that's 1 hour a week during the school year.
Is there a need right now? Are there children, little brothers, little sisters waiting for those mentors, a wait list?
Always.
So sad.
Always. We're in 5 schools in Nanaimo. We're really recruiting now for the in-school mentoring program. Again, we're flexible to the needs of our volunteers. We'll make whatever hour works for them. We encourage employers to get involved and encourage your employees to, you know, maybe take their lunch break and go volunteer at the schools. Our biggest need right now are big brothers. In the past year, we've only had 2 new big brothers, and so, you know, we continue to struggle with the wait list of the little brothers. We've just started 2 new programs. One will be starting, which is a Game On program, and we will target the boys on the wait list. That's done in the school. It's a group mentoring program, as well as Go Girls.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah. And there are lots of fundraising activities coming up in the month of September, which has been proclaimed as Big Brothers Big Sisters Month in the city of Nanaimo. We're going to tell you about some of those events and how you can get involved with a great cause right here in the community later on this edition of Go Island. It's time now for a look at this. Still to come today on Go Island, rappelling in Victoria for Easter seals, leaving no trace in Strathcona Park, and getting some serious air in Richmond. That and more still to come today on Go. The flag is waving in the city of Nanaimo. September is officially Big Brothers Big Sisters Month. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're going to head down to Victoria next, where video journalist Paul Beilstein does something really kind of crazy, which of course I love, but it's all for a good cause. Looks like a really fun event. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting Paul personally. Looks like a really great guy, and for some reason I think, Bill, you would be the type of guy that would rappel down the building dressed as a superhero.
Oh, I think you might have something there. I would love to.
We'll have to start an event like that right here in Nanaimo. We can scale down Cameron Island or something like that.
Let's do it.
Let's do
get
it.
on
Okay, we're on record and we are in trouble now. Proclamations in the city of Nanaimo. How many do you get a year and why?
We get probably 100 or so a year, and there's very, very few that we ever deny. So it's basically just a small token of the city giving recognition to the works that people do in this community. Big Brothers Big Sisters, a perfect example. They give back, and we're always at our finest when we're giving back to our community.
Is it a hard thing to do? Should people be scared about asking?
Absolutely not. Just simply send us an email or a letter to Mayor and Council, and it goes through the Mayor's office, and we proclaim it at our council meetings. We do things like this to recognize people giving back.
Excellent, and there is an awful lot of giving that takes place in Nanaimo. You can get a list of all the current proclamations on the City of Nanaimo's website. We're going to switch gears a little bit now, throw things over to Dan Marshall. He's sitting down with Chris Newton. It's another installment of Rapid Fire with the Nanaimo Clippers. The Clippers' first home game is on September the 20th. That's a Friday night. Go Island will be there. They're playing against the Victoria Grizzlies. Should be an exciting game. Lots of rivalry between the two teams, and Go Island is thrilled to be a part of it. You can watch for that in the coming weeks right here on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're going to head out to nature now. Hopefully we won't see any grizzlies out there. Strathcona Park. Here's Franca Noviello. 18,000 volunteer hours contributed to Big Brothers Big Sisters Central Vancouver Island from people right here in the community, and there are people, kids, children on the wait list. It's hugely important and can make a really big difference in someone's life. Tally Campbell, you are a little brother?
Yes, I was for 8 years. It ended because when you max out at 17 years old, it's changed my life hugely. My big brother Bob, I don't think I'd be able to do this interview right now without his help.
Really? What kind of things would you guys do?
I mean, we just do guy stuff. You know, we'd hang out, we'd go kayaking, we'd do sports, things, you know, you don't get to do with your mom, you know.
Yeah.
You get to talk with him, you know, you can bounce ideas off him. We went to council meetings and just fun stuff that, you know, mom and son don't normally do.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be all formal and structured. It's
No.
just going out and, like you said, having some fun and hanging out. Okay, there are some big events. September in Nanaimo has now been officially proclaimed as Big Brothers Big Sisters Month, and there's lots going on. Tell us about what's happening.
There is. On September 22nd, we have our Sink or Swim Scuba Poker Dive at Neck Point. It's an event put on by Sink or Swim Scuba. It's a fun event. Divers sign up, they go down in the water, they grab a poker card, come up, and they win different prizes. All of October, Shaw is doing our matching month, which any donation anyone does, Shaw will match it by up to $5,000. So That's a fantastic event that we're really excited about. And on top of that, not only you're donating and your dollars are going double, also you have a chance to win an HD PVR donated by Shaw. So it's fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Also in October, it's a Soroxum Halloween Ball. October 26th at Bevan Park, which we're excited about that. And finally, to end the month, we're doing pinups in December, which basically will be a variety of stores across Nanaimo to have little pinups. You buy them for $1, put it up on the wall, and you get to see that.
And what is a pinup?
Pinup is just basically like, a little emblem thing, and you get to buy it for $1. You put your name on, you put it against the wall. Yeah.
Excellent. Lots of really fun events, and I know that the energy at these events are always really high. Lots of laughter, lots of bonding and sharing that goes on.
Yeah, definitely. We like to have fun in our events. We like to encourage all of our littles to come out in our bigs and interact with all of our supporters because, although we 18,000 hours of volunteer hours last year, we need money to run the programs. So that's why these events come in hugely, and we get so much great support from all of our sponsors.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot. So are you going to be a big brother then, sort of come around full circle?
Hopefully, that is the idea. You got to be 19, and so I'm going to do some school and stuff and get my life kind of on track. But the goal is to be a big brother when I'm older, definitely.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Telly. And congratulations to all of the work in front and behind the scenes at Big Brothers Big Sisters Central Vancouver Island. We're heading off the island now, off the rock, over to the mainland. Dunya Tozy is taking a road trip. And I had no clue that she'd never been on a trampoline before. Who's never been on a trampoline? Apparently Dunya. That place does look like a whole lot of fun, extreme air. Pretty good idea to go there on a date. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. We're very proud to be supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters in the matching program. For any dollar that you donate to their fundraising efforts, Shaw will match. And by contributing to Big Brothers Big Sisters, you can enter to win an HD, a PVR. You can get more information through Big Brothers Big Sisters, www.bigscvi.ca. Thanks for watching this edition of Go Island. We'll see you next time.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Matteo Salon.